You guys want to stretch?
Stretch, babe.
Stay still.
Oh my god.
I heard you're
Only
back.
thing right now.
I'm sure NECA's fans would pay money to watch her stretch.
Maybe. You want to see my butt? I know.
Hi everyone, welcome to our channel. This is Jib Jab in the Queer Lab. As always, we read Reddit stories usually pertaining around relationships and dating stories. Today we have a special guest. I want everyone to meet NECA. Introduce yourself.
Hi. I didn't see you there. Everyone immediately clicks off the video. Hey everyone, I'm NECA. I go by NECA_Kohai on all socials. I am the editor and creative director of this channel, Jib Jab in the Queer Lab. So give me some applause. Claps in the comments. I like how you guys join on with the applause. Yeah, snaps.
Snap your fingers.
Snaps.
So, for today's Reddit story, I have a story from Best of Redditor Updates, my favorite. My spouse came out to me as asexual a few months ago. Tomorrow, I'm handing them divorce papers. They are going to be devastated.
Why?
Do you know what asexual means?
Yes, of course I know what that means. But sex is not the biggest part of a relationship.
Thank you.
It's not the biggest part, but it is a big part of a relationship.
But why can't they have a conversation before divorce papers are served? Like,
And
why
before
can't
telling
they...
Reddit.
See? Yeah.
Because Reddit needs to know. It's very important that Reddit knows first.
Yes, people need
Right,
that drama.
Domino? Domino agrees with me.
I don't know. I think that grounds for divorce is kind of steep. A conversation would be great first before you just say, okay, I'm done.
Yeah, let's hear the story. Maybe they did go with the conversation.
My spouse and I have been together for 8 years. Our sex life has had lots of ups and downs. Sometimes it felt like it was on fire and was really good, but then there were long stretches where I felt like I was starving. While they never denied me when I initiated, lack of initiation on their part destroyed my self-esteem and has left me so incredibly unfulfilled. I have so missed the feeling of being desired and having my partner seduce me. It was really hard for my spouse to come out. They were so nervous and scared. I hugged them and thanked them for telling me. I effed up and told them everything will be alright, but it won't be. I can't go the rest of my life with a partner who isn't sexually attracted to me. So I spoke with a lawyer. I'm so worried about my spouse. They are really dependent on me socially, emotionally, financially. And I know that they love me. They love me more than anyone ever has in my entire life. I wish love could be enough for me to be happy in a relationship. Tomorrow is really going to suck. ETA, just to make things clear, an open relationship is not an option. I am strictly monogamous. I am not the type of person who is capable of having multiple partners. An open relationship isn't going to help me meet my needs that are currently missing in my relationship. What I need is for my spouse to be sexually attracted to me. And for those of you who assume the gender of myself and my spouse, the majority of you are wrong. Watch your assumptions.
Extreme measures is all I'm gonna say. I get the monogamy part, but there's ethical non-monogamy.
What is ethical non-monogamy?
Polyamorous.
Oh.
Polyamory is ethical non-monogamy. I just think that in this situation, if your partner is asexual, but they're fulfilling other needs, right? Other stuff, then why can't you just stay with that person and then the other part that you're missing, seek that out? I don't know.
It doesn't work all that well 100%. As someone who came out of a polyamorous relationship, it doesn't always work out. It's usually very one-sided, and it can lead to destruction in the relationship. That's not every relationship. It just depends on the people who are involved in it.
They need to communicate, right?
They do need to communicate. He needs to talk to her. The fact that she came out and his first words to her was everything is going to be all right when he knew in his heart that it wasn't is really evil of him, I think.
Well, them. We don't know their gender.
I don't think that it's fair. You're giving false
hope.
Yeah, false hope, false precedence that this like they said, everything is going to be cool, and it's just you're about to drop this bombshell, and not just like I'm out of here, but like, or give me some space or some time or whatever. It's like I'm filing for divorce. Like I'm done.
I'm getting a lawyer. Like, first things is like, hey babe, I'm asexual, and it's like, oh, where's my nearest attorney? I need to get divorced right now.
They really jumped the gun on that one.
So there is an update. Somebody asked, how did this all work out? And the OP goes, not well. I ended up leaving. They trashed the place while I was gone and got arrested.
What? Hang on, read that one more time.
I ended up leaving, and they trashed the place while I was gone and got arrested.
Whoa.
Things got intense.
Uh-huh. To put it lightly, things got a little intense.
I got a lot going on right now, figuring out all my stuff I have to do with their cat, who got badly injured, figuring out what's going on with their charges, and hiring someone to fix the walls. But I know everything will work out the way it needs to, just gotta keep swimming. So apparently they hurt their cat in the process of trashing their house.
Yeah, poor cat. Jesus Christ. This person, like, was extremely toxic.
I never understand the point of like breaking your own stuff. Like, I don't get it. I never will understand that.
Does this individual have like a history of like violent behavior or something?
It doesn't say, but I mean, the way they responded is a giant red flag. I think anybody who responds to news, bad news like that with violence is an automatic red flag. That tells us a lot about the character of that person.
How this person handled the situation by going straight to a lawyer instead of having a conversation, it's not good. But at the same time, yeah, they're both bad. This is a bad situation all around. I mean, maybe they avoided a conversation with their partner because they know about their destructive behavior. That could be a reason as to why.
The initial post didn't really come off like the partner was like they were like, oh, I know they love me, and you know, most love I've ever felt, blah blah blah. But it's just like, yeah,
you're right. They said that this partner is like the best partner that they ever had, their best relationship. They love me so much. Mm-hmm. They never said anything about them being violent and breaking things.
Yeah.
So apparently the guy said, or the person says, I had to take the family cat to the emergency vet last night. She had a dislocated and broken jaw that required surgery to have it fixed.
Damn. Like, what happened? How did the cat get involved in this? The cat caught so many strays for no reason. The cat didn't do anything.
Was that a pun just then?
Yes.
Catching strays?
Terrible. What did the cat do?
I mean, I think with violent people, like, the cat was just there. So, like, they were just taking out their aggression on, like, a living thing, which is, like, a terrible thing no one should do. Yeah. But that's, like, the explanation that, I guess, has to be about. I'm gonna cut the end of that part.
They said, I told my soon-to-be ex that we needed to talk. We sat down, and pretty much as soon as I mentioned that I wanted to end the marriage due to our sexual incompatibility, they started to become incredibly emotional. First with the crying and begging me to reconsider. Then when I had held fast to my choice, they became angry with me. They started yelling and being belligerent. So I told them I was leaving, and they followed me out to my car and slammed their fist hard enough on the hood they left a sizable dent. I actually never got around to telling them I had already spoken with an attorney or let them have the preliminary draft of our divorce agreement. I went to stay in a hotel, and my soon-to-be ex continued to try to text and call me. They left a few really nasty voicemails and a few begging and crying for us to keep working on our marriage before I blocked them to get some rest. The next morning, I came to realize that the police had been trying to contact me. Turns out that my soon-to-be ex went on an absolute rampage through the house. Many of our personal items were destroyed, holes punched and kicked into walls. Some very sentimental items of mine are now damaged beyond repair. They even took my 80-year-old jade plant out back and put it on the grill. She cooked the plant. She cooked the plant Like, who does that? I'm devastated about that. Apparently, during the rampage, the neighbors called the cops with a noise complaint. When the officers showed up, there was an altercation with my soon-to-be ex ended up getting arrested. They are now facing charges for disorderly conduct, resisting arrest, and assault on a peace officer.
Oh my god. If there already wasn't a reason to divorce someone. That's insane!
There's no coming back from this. No coming back from this one.
They said, I knew my soon-to-be ex would get emotional and cry and yell. I knew they would be argumentative about it. Those were a big part of why I wanted to have all my ducks in a row before speaking with them. I am super thankful my therapist who helped me role-play the talk had already had a packed bag in my car and was able to stay calm and cool-headed enough to leave when I did. My soon-to-be ex still has not posted bail. I absolutely refuse to help them post bail. They've been calling me from lockup, begging me to, but also yelling at me. I have refused to take any of the calls.
They better move out of the area. Like when she gets out of freaking jail, this is going to go completely left.
Imagine how someone would be when they get out of jail.
Even more pissed.
I don't know, maybe they'll calm down in there, you know? It's like putting a blanket over a bird.
No, you're just stewing in a cage.
Oh no.
Especially county lockup. It's just crap, I'm sure. So this person's even more pissed off.
I mean, they put themselves in that situation. They didn't have to go all violent and stuff. Freaking rampaging around the house. Yeah, poor cat.
Broken jaw. But the cat pulled through.
Dislocated jaw.
Yeah. But still, that's terrible. The poor plant got grilled.
She barbecued the plant.
An 80-year-old plant.
That is freaking terrible. Oh my god. So wait, so the person who posted this, OP, they knew that they were going to
get emotional.
Get emotional, yeah. Quote unquote emotional. Did they know they were gonna get violent?
No. They didn't think they were going to get violent. They knew that things would probably get a little heated. That's why they had a bag packed already in their car. But they probably weren't going to think that they were going to walk into a disaster area and a abused cat and dead plant.
Yep, ground zero.
Why did they take the cat with them?
Poor cat.
I mean, he wasn't assuming that she was going to hurt the cat.
He left a sizable dent in the car. Sounds to me like he was thinking of himself. So he gets no points just for leaving the cat. They both suck. They both suck to me.
I feel like they probably would have took the plant before they took the cat.
Really?
Right. The freaking plant lived 80 years just to end up char grilled.
Barbecued.
This is terrible.
So what are people saying in the comments?
People are mostly talking about the cat. So someone goes, I had the clumsiest cat on the planet, and still, if rampaging was happening, she would run and hide. How would a broken jaw happen without a kick to the face?
Kick to the face or dead on punch.
Yeah. That's what I was envisioning too.
If people were just talking about stories of their pets.
This turned into a anti animal abuse post. We don't care what happened to this lady in jail. We care about the cat. Give us an update.
Everyone's talking about the cat. Yeah, everybody wants updates on the cat. Everybody just wants to know about the cat.
Please, is there an update on the cat? Babe, tell us.
Yeah, the cat's fine.
Okay.
The cat had to have surgery. Cost $6,000, but the cat is fine.
Dang.
Suing her for the $6,000.
Yeah, exactly.
For it. She's gonna have to pay for that.
Somebody goes, what I wonder is, if it happened unintentionally during the rage, whether the cat cried out. I would think it would. I have pretty severe BPD, and I think even in the blindest of my rages, if I heard my cat cry out, I would immediately snap out of it enough to find her and find out if she was alright. If I ever heard my cat cry out in a situation where items are being thrown and destroyed, I would probably be horrified and want to make sure I did not hurt them. I've been an awful person when I'm not been myself, but I can't imagine ever ignoring the sound of my innocent cat crying out in pain.
This was definitely assault on a cat.
Yeah, it sounds to me like she did it on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
At least she didn't grill the cat too.
Oh my god! Yeah. Don't even say that! Don't even joke about that! That is horrifying!
Someone goes, grilling the 80-year-old jade plant is unforgivable. Jail for 1,000 years.
Everyone is just on the cat and the plant topics.
Yeah.
Not even about like what happened to her.
No
or
one's even asking
individuals
about her.
involved.
They both suck. They're both not good. I don't think either of them are good in this.
Yeah.
So you had time to go to your therapist and discuss this with your therapist, but you didn't have time to, like, I don't know, all this time throughout the relationship, you just allowed this to continue on and then give false, like, hope.
The false hope thing was not good. To, like, say everything will be okay, but then turn around and, like, talk to other people about this. That's not a good situation to be in. I feel like they should have, like, communicated at least a little bit, not straight up go for the divorce, but just say, like, hey, you know, like, have a conversation about it. Instead of, like, going straight to, like, maybe, like, it's fine if you go to, like, a therapist about anything that you, like, can't share with other people, because, like, your therapist is, like, you know, there for that. Going directly to, like, a lawyer and straight up filing for divorce after not even having a clear conversation with your partner about it and just pretending like everything is fine is bad.
Yeah.
But that's no excuse for the violent rampage that your partner went through.
So in another update, they said that they have a hearing for a restraining order against them.
It just gets worse. Like, it does not get better.
No, it just gets worse and worse. And
You
worse.
can't get better from that. You can't.
Yeah, there's no coming back.
I've been in violent relationships, and there's no coming back from when that first physical altercation, whether it's destroying the house or hitting the person. There's no coming back from that. It only gets worse.
I've had my fair share of some really not so good relationships, and I'm a very forgiving individual. That's number one. Sometimes too forgiving. So I don't know if I can't come back from something, but I'm also weird with things like this. I think that if the person is like actively like getting the help that they need, okay, that's a different story. But like in this situation, I don't know. I feel like neither of them communicated with each other the right way, and this just brought out all the like worst parts of themselves, like completely.
Neither one of them handled the situation. He should have had a conversation with her right away about the whole situation and how he was feeling and been honest from the start. And she should have never gone psycho.
She gets no pass for the assault on the plant and the cat. But also, I think that like he just dropped the ball. Like he's entitled to feel how he wants to feel and look for something that is missing, I guess, within his relationship currently. But again, like have a conversation before you just go out and. I mean, an attorney, like you literally are going like the extra mile. To me, like, things could have been resolved probably a little bit different.
What was the vocabulary that they used in the story? Was like they were counting their ducks before whatever?
Yeah, they were trying to get their ducks in a row.
See, that's what I'm saying. They were out for self. Like, they weren't considering anybody else in this but themselves. Which, okay, I get it. Like, when you are at your breaking point, sometimes you are looking out for just yourself. But if you're telling us that this person was so great and that was the only thing that was really missing, I don't know like how you even were like counting your ducks in a row to begin with. Why didn't you sit down and have that conversation with them, or just say, you know, like I think like we need some time, I need to be separated and let's kind of like revisit this. But to kind of just downplay it and then drop the bomb the next day is just not cool.
Straight up miscommunication on all ends.
So everyone, I want to say thank you for joining into our channel. I want to thank our special guest for today.
Thank you for joining into our channel.
Why do I have to do it?
You can make Case do it.
Their face.
First thing I'm gonna say is,
you don't even do the intros. You don't even introduce yourself. You never introduce yourself.
I'm just here. I'm just,
you're just there.
I'm just here.
Okay.
Well,
thank you, Nope, stop! The zooming in and zooming out is getting to me.
Woo!
All right, everyone. I want to thank you for joining us today for our stories. I want to thank our special guest. Is there anything that you want to say to everybody before you go?
Yes, thank you so much for having me on the channel. Again, my name is NECA. I go by NECA_Kohai, and right now I am doing a charity live stream on twitch.tv/NECAKOHI. It's going all throughout June, every Wednesday and Friday. We're raising money for the Trevor Project this year, so please stop on by if you can.
Sounds good, and I hope that you guys like and subscribe, and I hope to see you guys again real soon for our next video. Bye!
Bye-bye!